Welcome back to the Deercast, everyone. We are out again on another fallow stalk, again an early morning. They seem to be getting earlier. We're now in sort of mid to late February, and sunrise is sort of 6:30, if not a little bit before now. We're walking along this track. You'll see I keep looking off up to the right hand side, and that's because you tend to get fallow feed out from the wood on the left hand side. They feed all the way up to the top of the hill, and then once the sun sort of comes up, they then tend to make their way back down to the wood. So as you're walking along this track, you tend to encounter a few either out in the field or pretty much on the track we're on, just making their way back into the wood. As I was scanning with the thermal, and you'll probably see me do it in a second, is I noticed a group of fallow in that far tree line that runs from the top of the hill back down towards this wood. They seemed to be quite happy until something spooked them, I suspect probably us disturbing all those pheasants, and they started to make their way down the hill to the left hand side to get back into that wood. They clearly knew we were here, so at one point I quite clearly pick up the pace because there's a gap in the tree line up ahead. I thought we might get a chance to intercept them. Now you might just be able to see the fallow crossing that narrow gap up ahead, so we've got the Merkel K3 ready, time to take a shot. So, out stalking this morning, it's getting much lighter, much quicker. So we're actually here on farm at 6:30 this morning, whereas a couple of weeks ago we didn't have to be here until about 7 o'clock. We were walking down this track here, and we probably stood where that far, well just a little bit further than that gate is there, and there was a group of deer stood up in this field here. They twigged us coming down this track, so they all started coming down here and feeding back into this wood. Luckily, one stopped pretty much here. In fact, you can see the shot site. You can see all the pins here, and there's blood sort of all around here. More blood there. So one stood here. It was about 150 metres. So chest shot it. It's literally run and just jumped into the edge of that wood there. So we're just going to go and grab the car and go and get that one. Whilst we were here, literally at the minute we fired the shot, it obviously spooked a load more deer, and when we were stood back here, one actually ran out from this cover out to our right, out into this field up here, and sort of stood right at the top. So you may just be able to see it. The shot was about 200 metres away, so it stood literally just up there, and we managed to take a chest shot on that. Didn't get that on film because the minute we'd shot that, I pressed finish recording, and I literally didn't have time to put it back on before this deer trotted right out there. It was kind of one of those mad minutes, but we'll go and gather them up, and then let you have a look at them and have a little bit more of a debrief. So you have to excuse the panting, but we've just marched up there. So we were stood right down in the bottom there, shooting that way. That's where we've got the fallow doe that stood in the gateway. And then a group of prickets, sorrels, bucks ran out from here, out to probably about there, which was about 200 metres from where we were. So shot one there, it's then run up to here. Now, you can probably see two reasons why we took it. One, this lovely collection of wire around its head, but also in terms of kind of headgear itself, a really crappy little one that ought to go. Sorry, I have to excuse slightly graphic. Oxygenated blood coming out its nostrils. So that was taken about 200 metres just out there, taken using the Fox 150 grain bullets, and I don't know if any of you have listened to our recent podcast with Paul Hill, but it was him that put me onto them and suggested trying slightly heavier bullets rather than the kind of trend of going lighter for calibre, and they just seem to really work really well, especially on fallow. They just dump all of that energy. I mean, this animal at 200 metres has run, I don't know, maybe 15-20 metres max, but you could tell it was hit straight away. You get a really good solid shot report with the Fox bullets. Hasn't gone very far, and touch wood, shouldn't get too much meat damage either. In terms of sort of rifle, it was again shot with the Merkel K3 Kipplauf and nice little 40 scope on the top of it. It's just a combination I absolutely love, really love taking it out. Kind of puts a real smile on your face. That's probably us. We've got a bit of hard work to collect these two, get them back to the larder. So hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.